Gerunds are the words with the ing, verbs with ing, going, running, working, living. And infinitives are words with to plus the verb, to go, to work, to play. We're going to look at some sentences where we have a subject and a verb. After the verb, we will use either a gerund or an infinitive. We need to remember some lists of verbs so we know which one can come next. We don't get to choose which one comes next, but we need to remember some lists so we know which one to use correctly. For example, sometimes we can have a subject, a verb, a preposition, and then a gerund. If we look at these examples here, for example, the word agree. We agreed about editing the matter. I cannot say we agreed about to edit. When we say we agreed about, we can only use the ing. When we say argue, we argued about. After argued about, we can only use the ing. We argued about spending money. We argued about going to a restaurant. It will be the same for all of these. She forgets about calling us. She forgets about doing her homework. He talks about getting married. He talks about moving to a new city. Whenever we use some of these words here, after these, we can only use the ing gerund. Here are some more examples where we can only use a gerund at the end of a sentence. I enjoyed playing soccer. I cannot say I enjoyed to play soccer. After the word enjoy, we can only say an ing verb. I enjoyed playing soccer. I enjoyed visiting my family. I enjoyed watching TV. It's the same for the rest of these. My father quit smoking. Maybe my father quit working. My father quit talking. After quit, we can only use an ing verb. Here's another big list of verbs, and after these verbs, we can only use the ing verb. He avoided talking to her. He avoided driving on the highway. Began. I began learning Chinese. I began working very hard. As you can see, there are a lot of ones here, so we just need to be able to remember that after all of these, we can only use a gerund. There's also a list of verbs, and after these verbs, we can only use an infinitive. I agreed to fix your car. I agreed to help you. For ask, I will ask my teacher to help me. I will ask my friend to drive me home. I will ask my wife to cook dinner for me. And here's another list that we can look at. Hope. I hope to visit California. I hope to get a good grade. After hope, we can only say an infinitive, to plus another verb. I learned to speak. I learned to cook. I learned to play. I learned to drive. After learn, we can only use the infinitive.